All right, last little part of factor label or dimensional analysis is just basically using the metric prefixes and going from one unit to the other. So I'm going to kind of point you to this table right here. It's got metric prefixes, and here's where the base units are. The base units for the metric system are going to be meters, grams, and liters. So that's the base unit. So when we're going above the base units, those are all bigger than one base unit. So deca would be 10 of the base unit, hecto would be 100, kilos 1,000, megas a million, and so on and on up. Now when you're dealing with numbers or prefixes that are below the base unit, those are all going to be smaller than 1. So it's going to take 10 decimeters to make up 1 meter. It's going to take 100 centimeters to make up 1 meter, and so on. So these are very small, smaller than the base unit. These are all bigger than the base unit. So let's take a look at this first one and go ahead and do that. So we've got 78.90 kilometers. So you're going to do this in the table the same way we always do. And if I've got kilometer on the top, I need kilometer on the bottom. And I'm trying to go to meters. There's my unknown. So here's kilometer. And it's 10 to the third. Now I don't mind if you write 10 to the third or not, but what this means is 1 kilometer, because it's big, is 10 to the third meters. So 10 to the third of the base units. Another way to say 10 to the third would be 1,000. So in order to convert this, I'm just going to go ahead and put these numbers in the calculator. And the answer you're going to get is 789,000. We need to have 4 significant figures. The only way to show this is to put it into scientific notation. So it's going to be 7.890 times 10 to the 5th. Meters. On to the next one. We've got centimeters to meters. 301.0 centimeters. Going to come on over to my chart here. Here's centimeters. They're smaller than a meter, so I'm going to need 100 centimeters to equal 1 meter. Now I'm ready for my calculator. And you're going to get 3.01. I need to have 4 significant figures, so I'm going to need to add in some more zeros. So 3.010 gives me 4 significant figures, and it's going to be meters. On to the next. We've got 0.029 kilometers. And I'm going to go to centimeters. Well, if you're looking at these, let me go ahead and erase some of my marks here. We're going to need to go from here all the way down to here. We're going to need to cross the base unit, which means we're going to have more than one conversion factor. So I'm going to start with kilometer. 1 kilometer is 10 to the third meters. I've got meter on the top, so I'm going to need meter on the bottom. Now I'm going below the base unit, so I'm going to have 1 meter, and I'm going to have 100 centimeters. So I went through the base unit. My kilometers are crossing off, my meters are crossing off, and now I'm ready for the calculator. And you're going to get 29000. I need to have 2 significant figures. This number does have 2 significant figures, so I'm all set. And the next one, 5.30 times 10 to the 19, that's a huge number, milliliters, to megaliters. So milliliters on the top, I'm going to need milliliters on the bottom. Milli is right here. So I'm going to need 1,000 or 10 to the third milliliters in 1 liter. Now I've gone through my base unit. Now I have to go to mega. So there are 10 to the 6 liters in 1 megaliter. Calculator time. And the answer you're going to get is 5.30 times 10 to the 9 megaliters. 4.10 times 10 to the negative 3 hectometers. So hectometers are right here, and we're going to micrometers, so down here. So once again, we're going to have a hectometer is large. It's bigger than a base unit, so it's going to be 1 hectometer is equal to 10 to the second meters. Now we're dropping down to the micrometer. Micrometers are small, so 1 meter is equal to 10 to the 6th micrometer. Let me make that symbol a little bit better. And we're ready for the calculator. And the answer you get is 4,100,000. We need 3 significant figures, so this would be 4.10 times 10 to the 6th micrometer. Last one. So we're going from teragram to kilogram. So we're doing, everything is above the base unit. So we've got 890 teragram. A teragram, there it is 10 to the 12 meters. Oops, sorry, let me back that up. 1 teragram is 10 to the 12 grams. In a kilogram, we're going to have 1,000 or 10 to the third grams in 1 kilogram. Now we're ready for the calculator. And we should get 8.9 times 10 to the 11. That's 2 significant figures, and that's going to be kilograms. And we need 2 significant figures in our answer. Okay, and that's converting within the metric system. Whew.